And just like that, we've got the quick turnaround into game 2 of our doubleheader here between Iron and High Y. Dan Atkins on the mound for Iron, getting things started here. Up to bat for High Y, we've got Huff, Johnson, and Smith. That one hit over to short, right at Trey Johnson. Johnson fires it across to throw a little bit high. Draws the first baseman Al off the bag. Let's take a look here at our no gloves lineups just to make sure we've got Al's last name correct. So Huff finds himself on first. KJ, Kevin Johnson coming up. There's a strike. KJ hits this one into left. Quirk ranging in, can't make the catch. So runners on first and second here with no outs. Got Quirk, DeJulio, and Curtin in the outfield. Jarvis, Johnson, Neiman, Kulaga, and Al across the infield. And then Atkins and Vojic pitching and catching. So Travis Smith coming up to bat right now. First and second. That one off the heart of the plate. Ball inside. There's a strike. Strike two, so good battle back from Atkins there. Smith hits that one just past the arm of Neiman. DeJulio with it. One run in. KJ across third. He's going to hold up as Johnson receives that one. KJ with his eyes on home, but a good job holding him over at third. Nobody out on the inning. That is the right hold. So one run across on the RBI single from Smith, and here comes Huff. That one up the middle. Neiman with it. Skips off his hands. Smith tried to jump over the tag, but he will be cut down over at second. Huff over to first on the fielder's choice. Another run across is KJ, so one out on the inning. And here comes Rogers. So quick 2-0 start here for High Y. Gotta love it if you're on their bench after that last game. Really one big inning sunk them. Looking to have a big inning of their own. One on, one out, two across so far here in the early stages of this one. There's a strike. Tomahawked over just past Johnson. That one finds the gap, chasing it back. Huff comes across to score. So what looked like an innocuous single ended up finding the gap, finding some space. Rogers into second with the RBI double, and here comes Golden. There's a strike. Hits this one over to first. Al with it, flips it to Atkins, but flipped it where Atkins was, not where Atkins was going. That's going to bring another run across. Good effort from Vojic. Rogers in to score. Golden into first. Al pulled off the bag. Good thought there by Atkins to cover first. Al with the flip just behind the pitcher as he was covering. Like I said, flipped it to where he was, not where he was going. Usually you want to find your spot and flip it there. So 4-0 here for High Y. That one hit into left center, finds a gap. Golden stops at second, so Golden and Golden keeping this one alive. 1 out on the inning. Runners on second and third. Here comes Day. Of course, I know you can't read the scoreboard, the 3 little amber colors in your top right of your screen, but still has a score up from the last game. So if you're watching on a movie theater screen, it is not, in fact, 15-10 in the 7th inning. I'm watching on a small Microsoft Surface screen, and I can't tell what it says, so I don't even know. That one hit right at Trey Johnson, makes the catch for out number 2. Johnson very sure-handed over there at third. A lot of fun to watch, so 2 outs on the inning, and here comes Bridges. Bridges busy running the base last game. Had himself a triple, a double, couple RBIs, some runs scored. Very integral to that comeback effort. Hits that one over to third. Jarvis with it, throws to first. Bridges is going to be safe. So Jarvis had it just slightly tentative. That little pump fake cost him at the end. A bang-bang play at first, a bobble over at first. Bridges finds himself at first. Another run across. We've got first and third here with 2 outs. Here comes Leo. So 5-0 here for High Y in the first. Leo hits this one to the left side. Is that one going to stay fair? No need for that one, as Billy Quirk makes the catch for out number 3. So Quirk showing off the wheels, showing off the range, makes the catch to end that one. High Y scrapes 5 across in the top of the first. Iron coming up, looking to answer. Nice play by Quirk over in left. Wasn't sure if that one was going to stay fair, but take the judgment out of it, just make the catch. Johnson hits that one into right center. Is that one going to find the gap? It's going to be cut off by Huff in center. Runners on first and third here with one out. So Curtin over to third, Johnson over to first with the single. Good job by Huff cutting it off. Lane Neiman coming up right now, the short center fielder. Runners on first and third here with one out. Hits that one right at Travis Smith. Smith knocks it down. It does get a hand on it. Johnson's going to stop at second. So RBI single there from Neiman. Here comes Al. That one grounded over to second, thrown ahead for the out, so they're able to cut Neiman down over at two outs on the inning. Al reaches on the fielder's choice, and here comes Brian Kulaga. So Johnson over on third after that play. Hits that one into center. Good tailing action back to Huff. And that brings Johnson in to score. So Kulaga with the RBI single, two across here for Iron, and here comes Ron Vojic. Ball just a little bit deep. First time at least calling high Y games, seeing Huff on the mound. Not sure if he was pressed into service or he's just one of the backups, but doing a good job throwing some good pitches. There's a fly ball from Vojic into center field. Huff under it for out number 3. So 2 runs across there for Iron. They're able to cut into the 5-run deficit. High Y maintains the lead, though. They're up 5-2 coming up here in the top of the second. So for High Y coming up here in the top of the second inning, it's going to be Ellsby, Huff, Johnson, Smith, followed by Huff, Rogers, and Golden. Then if you're keeping score at home after Golden, it's another Golden. Ellsby hits this one into center. Ranging over is DiGiulio. Can't make the catch as that one finds some green. So there's a leadoff single for Ellsby. We're back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Huff. Going to get a runner here for Ellsby. All smiles. I always say all in a day's work. You got to love it. Get the hit and then get off the bases. Let someone else do the heavy lifting. That one hammered over to first off the hands of Al. Al steps on first for the out. Thought about throwing to second, but wisely stepping on first. So 3 unassisted on that one. Good save, too. That one was smoked over to first. Thought about throwing. Would have been close, but the right call, keeping the wheels off of first. should that not work out on the front end or the back end. So KJ up right now with a runner on second, 1 out. High Y up 5-2 right now. 5-run first inning. KJ with a 1-out walk. So runners on first and second. Here comes Travis Smith. Just a little bit flat. Good location otherwise. Smith hits that one foul to the right side into the tree. We wait to get that one back in play. As you can see on the bottom right of your screen, this broadcast and all broadcasts on Field 1 brought to you by Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Smith hits that one foul to the right side once again into the foliage. That one came out about 10 feet to the left of where it went into the trees. So Atkins with the ball set, takes his step off the mound. Pump fake and the pitch. Smith up the middle, right between Johnson and Neiman. That's going to bring 1 run in. KJ over to third. Smith stops at first. So Ellsby's runner in to score. Smith over to first with the RBI single. Here comes Huff. No games going on over at Field 2 right now, so eerily quiet here at the Park District of Forest Park. That one hit into left center. Scoots past the outfielders. Smith around third. He's going to come in to score. Johnson with it. Huff with a 2 RBI double. And High Y extends the lead. So Chris Rogers up right now, 1 out on the inning. Runner on second. Huff after the 2 RBI double. That one hit up the middle, just past the ear of Huff. Huff around third, Huff in to score. So another RBI single for High Y, this time off the bat of Chris Rogers, scoring his pitcher. So runner on first, 1 out, Golden up. Tomahawks that one over to the left side and foul. Over near our concession stand. Of course, concessions closed now. Finishing out our summer hours, our late season hours, 4 to 8 p.m. on Monday through Friday. So last chances as we approach Labor Day weekend to take a dip over in the pool at the Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center. Got a logo for him up in the top right. While we're at it, looking professional and stuff. That one hit foul off the tip of the bat, much to the chagrin of Golden. So out number 2, and here comes Golden. I believe it's Jasper and Charles. That one tomahawked over to first. Al not going to make the play. Good wheels down the line. Flip over from Kalaga, but nothing doing. Hard turnaround third. Nobody there at third. Golden takes second, and we're going to get time. So Rogers thought about coming home as nobody there holding at third. Be a single for Golden, then advances. Day coming up to bat right now. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Little Poke likely scores 2. Day hits that one up the middle, splits the infielders, and like I said, anywhere in play, and you've got to believe Golden's coming around from second to home. So 2 more runs across on the 2 RBI single from Day. Rogers and Golden in to score, and here comes Bridges. Bridges hits this one into right field over at Curtin. Curtin under it, makes the catch for out number 3. But a 6-run inning there for High Y extends the lead to 9. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Iron coming up. So as we approach the bottom of the second inning, we've got Vince DiGiulio, Dan Atkins, and Tyler Jarvis. Then back to the top of the lineup in Curtin, Quirk, and Johnson. That one popped up over to third base, just behind third base. Good call out there from the High Y infield. Ellsby with the catch for out number 1. Wasn't sure if he saw third base there. Shuffle step forward and falling face forward. I've done that before on a pop-up on the infield as Atkins fouls that one to the right side. Stays in play as it bounces off a tree, though. I'm not very graceful, so when I trip like that, oh boy, do I go down hard. So this one back in play. Huff checks the defense, set with the pitch to Atkins. Ball just outside. Ball short. There's a strike. That one up the middle, just past Huff's head. That late adjustment after the pitch allows Atkins to get an RBI single up the middle, just past the pitcher's ear. Here comes Tyler Jarvis. So 1 out, runner on first. There's a ball off the plate. Hit over to third. Ellsby with it. Fires to second for 1. Over to first, but he's going to beat it out. So cut down at second is Atkins for out number 2. Jarvis reaches first on the fielder's choice. We're back to the top. Here comes Kevin Curtin. Curtin with the old school wrist tape on the right and left wrists. Hits that one high into center field, right at Huff. Huff with it, makes the catch. Did indeed make the catch for out number 3. So 3 outs on the inning after 2. High Y up 11-2. They're coming right up here in the third. So looks like as we head to the top of the third, we've got some wholesale changes across the defense. I'll get some of them as they go. It looks like we've got Vojic over to second base now. DeJulio behind home plate catching. Atkins still on the mound. Leo here getting things started off. That one a little bit deep from Oscar. Had to think about it for a second. There's a strike. Hit that one up the middle. Atkins knocks it down. Nice quick play there from the Iron pitcher for out number 1. Great reaction time, and here comes Ellsby. There's a strike. Ellsby hits that one up the middle. Atkins again, like a cat, knocks it down, throws to first. 1-3, 1-3. We're back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Huff. So Atkins with the inside pitch. Huff lines it over to third. Tyler Jarvis with the catch for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning there for Iron. Just what you like to see on the Iron bench. They're heading up to the plate in the bottom of the third. They're chasing 9. Iron coming right up. So Billy Quirk set to lead things off here in the bottom of the third for Iron, chasing 9. This one moving along. Hits that over to first. KJ with the clean scoop. Steps on first for out number 1. So 3 unassisted and the confident walk over to first. Here comes Trey Johnson. That one just a little bit deep. Looked good. Johnson hits this one into left, right at Golden. Golden with the catch for out number 2. So Neiman with a single and RBI in the first inning. One of 2 runs for Iron thus far in this one. Hits this one high over to left field. Golden over around the foul line, makes the catch for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 third here for High Y. After 3 innings, they're up 9, and they're coming right up. AJ here set to lead things off for High Y. Atkins to KJ, hits this one foul off to the right side. Another foul ball there from Johnson. Up the middle, right at Neiman. Neiman fields it, fires to first for out number 1. Here comes Travis Smith. So Smith, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored for High Y in this 11-2 ball game thus far here in the top of the 4th inning. Travis hits that one into right. Right fielder chasing it back to the light pole, still chasing it up against the fence. Looked like he kicked it a couple extra feet. Smith around second, jogging into third. He's got himself a stand-up triple. Looked like the right fielder had a decent line to it, and then it just bounced right over, kept on going all the way back to the leaf-covered fence in deep right field into the abyss. That one high to the right side. It's going to be fouling out of play. That one up the middle, just between Vojic and Neiman. That's an RBI single right there for Huff. Smith in to score once again. So 2 runs scored on the day for Smith, 2 RBIs for Smith. Huff with an RBI single. That extends the lead. There's a ball inside. A double, a single, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. A busy day for Rogers. Hits that one up the middle. Neiman just getting out of position there as he was shading towards the second on the pitch. So I'm between Johnson and Neiman, and then the run coming across to score. Again, a lack of communication from the Iron infield. So Huff around to score. Rogers over to first with a single. Still 1 out on the inning. 2 runs across. Here comes Golden. That one off the hands of Atkins. Vojic ranging over with the flip to first, but Golden's going to be safe. So Atkins with the quick hand, able to knock it down, keep it to the infield. Vojic tried to make a play on it, unable to. So there's 1 out, runners on first and second. Here comes Golden. Tomahawks that one into right center, just in front of center field. Curtin gets it in quickly. Now runners on first and third. So Rogers across to score. Golden over to third. RBI single. Here comes Day. Couple big innings for High Y in this one. Outside of the quiet 1-2-3 third. Multiple runs scored in each one as this one up the middle to Johnson. Johnson with the quick flip to second. Neiman over to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. So Golden cut down at 2. Day out at first on the 6-10-3. Nice turn there from Iron. Much needed after a big inning from High Y. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Iron chasing 12. They're coming right up. Our first double play of the evening. Felt nice to get that one out of the way. Did see a triple play in the first game, though. You can go back in the archives, check out this game and the earlier game from tonight over on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Check out the triple play over in, I believe, the bottom of the 4th inning. Turned by High Y against Flashback. So bottom of the 4th here, Iron chasing 12. The first baseman, Al, leading things off. The Al, Brian, and Ron. Chicago Sky up 10 with 1:13 left in the 4th as Al hits this one into right field. Golden ranging back over, screaming, "I got it," makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Brian Kulaga. There's a strike. Hits that one over to short. Good throw across to first. Nice throw from Smith to Johnson for out number 2. So 6-3 on the ground out. Vojic, who started at catcher, now playing second base for Iron, takes a strike from Huff. Hits that one to the right side, over at Golden. Golden makes the catch, able to corral it back up for out number 3. So a couple of FO9s with a 6-3 in the middle. That's a 1-2-3 after 4. High Y up 12, looking to add to the lead. Of course, like I said, this is the last regular season game of our Monday-Wednesday men's Major League Softball playoff starting, I believe, September 7th. You can stay tuned over at PDOFP on Facebook, at PD Forest Park on Twitter and Instagram, or quickscores.com/Forest Park, and you can see our softball schedule, softball brackets. So just a couple more broadcasts for this summer season left for you before we pack it in for the off season. So Bridges here to lead things off, followed by Leo and Ellsby. Takes a strike right there. Perfectly placed in the well from Dan Atkins. Oscar says that's my 9 o'clock strike zone. As Bridges hits that one into left. Couple steps in, then over Quirk's head. Bridges with the slow jog from first into second. Looked like Quirk had a beat on it and left, but then a couple steps in too far. So we're going to get a pinch hitter, Mello, hitting for Leo. As Bridges works to get off the field. Day running for him over at second. So no outs so far here. Mello looking to bring another one across in the pinch hit appearance. Takes a strike. That one over to first. Al with it. Al with the catch. That's out number 1. Little pop up over to first for Mello, and here comes another pinch hitter. That is not Ellsby. This is going to be Vino. Vino Sims. Pinch hitting for Ellsby with 1 out. Runner on second. There's a strike from Atkins to Vino. Little rope into right center there. Vino's going to have himself a single and a run in to score. They're telling Vino to watch it. He says, I'm not fast enough for that. But he does get an RBI single here with 1 out. We're back to the top, and here comes Huff. Huff takes a strike. It's that one foul and out of play, just off the yellow safety plastic over the dugout. Covering, I guess, yellow safety covering. The ring, but not that ring. Although in 7 days we will have the playoffs, so I guess the ring does fit as that one fouled off to the left side for an out. Of course, with a 12-run lead, much easier to foul out on strikes there than it would be if it were a close ball game. So all smiles from the high Y side. Hope I didn't curse him with the ring talk. So 2 outs on the inning, runner on first, and here comes KJ, Kevin Johnson. Busy day over at first for the sure-handed Johnson. Fouls that one off to the right side. Coach saying KJ could hit right center in his sleep. At least he's persistent, fouling it off to the right side in that tree. Probably wore in a nice leaf spot over on the tree. That one hit just past Vojic. Actually, Vojic fields it cleanly with one hand, bobbled at second, so Vino's going to be safe. Vojic trying to influence the call there from Oscar, but a slight bobble from Neiman over at second. Finds Vino at 2 safely. Johnson over at first on the single, and here comes Smith. Smith hits a high fly ball into right field. Right fielder taking quite the path to make the catch. That ball trapped on the ground. Vino in, KJ in. That ball flipped over past the first baseman. Smith taking second. I guess you can call defensive indifference. That ball thrown to second. Neiman bobbles it. Smith into third. Double defensive indifference. And now Smith across around third into score. And you've got to believe at this point, Iron just kind of wants it to end. So 3 runs across there. That one grounded back to the pitcher. Atkins with it. Atkins flips it to first for out number 3. Very frustratedly, if that counts as a verb. So 16-run lead for High Y right now, heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. Iron coming up. They're going to have DeJulio, Atkins, and Jarvis. And that's just one of those, heading to the last half inning of a slaughter rule game. You don't really want to call Iron or the defense lazy in that instance because we've seen them play very well. Just one of those where you're frustrated as things are happening. A ball gets away. One team still hustling all the way till the end. Essentially the hits principle, if you're a Bears fan, as that one popped into left field. One team keeping their foot on the gas, especially after losing a 5-run ball game in the last one, the first game of this doubleheader tonight, as Flashback beat High Y 15-10. So keeping their foot on the gas in this one. But unfortunately for Iron, just a couple lackadaisical plays led to a few more runs and a little bit more frustration as Atkins pushes this one to the right side over to the foul line and caught by Golden for out number 2. And here comes Tyler Jarvis looking to keep things alive. 18-2 right now in the bottom of the 5th. High Y in the driver's seat. Jarvis hits that one right over Vino's head at third. Vino with the big ups trying to make that play. So 2-out single there for Jarvis. That one hit into left center. So Curtin around second. He's going to have a stand-up triple, and that's going to bring in Jarvis. So 1 run back, at least for pride here for Iron. Like I said, you don't want to call it lazy defensively, just kind of frustrated towards what's sure to be the tail end of a game. So Quirk coming up right now with 2 outs, a run in. Hits that one foul off to the left side. This is what you like to see, though, if you're manager Dan Atkins from Iron. You're down 15 right now, still fighting to the bitter end with the playoffs coming up towards the end of the season. Always like to battle till the last breath. Have some fight in the dog and some dog in the fight. Quirk fouls that off to the left side. Hits that one up the middle off the hands of Huff. That's going to bring another run in to score. RBI single from Quirk. So iron, staying alive. Here comes Trey Johnson. Johnson hits that one on a rope-a-dope line foul, and then it bounces all the way back in play just on your screen. Impressive bounce back off the chain link fence there. Johnson again with a frozen rope line drive. That's the George Offman towering line drive. If this guy gets a hold of one into a gap, that would be a perfect illustration of what that man was talking about, as you could hear that ball sizzle off the bat. That one hit right at KJ, off KJ's stomach. Nobody covering first, so Johnson keeping things alive again, station to station with a rocket single off the body. Trey Johnson off of Kevin Johnson, and here comes Lane Neiman. Neiman hits that one in between short and short center. One run in to score. Trey Johnson into second. Al up, runners on first and second. 3 runs across in the inning. First baseman hits one over to KJ. KJ knocks it down to his pitcher. Close at first, but he's going to be safe. Good hustle from Al. So bases loaded, 2 outs, and here comes Brian Kulaga. Making things interesting right now. Iron now chasing 13. Disguised pickoff move there. Huff with the dead sprint in from center. So Kulaga with the backwards cap. Hits this one off the hand of Travis Smith. Smith backed up. So station to station. One more run coming in. Another RBI single, that time off the bat of Kulaga. Here comes Ron Vojic with the bases loaded. Still 2 outs. I know we had some Iron optimism in the chat. This one's for you. There's a ball just inside. Good eye from Vojic. There's a strike from Huff. Strike two. Vojic hits it over to third. Vino with it. Vino steps on third to end that one. So a late rally from Iron. You love to see it. Like I said, if you're Dan Atkins, but High Y able to stave them off at the end on the force out from Vino to make this one all official. As Peoria Matt on Twitch says, High Y needs to iron things out right here. They did on the nice ground ball over to third to end that one. But a big push cuts the lead to 12, making that one very interesting, very nerve-wracking at the end. But High Y splits their doubleheader here on this Wednesday evening, 1-1 with a 15-10 loss against Flashback in Game 1, followed by an 18-6 victory over Iron. So that's going to do it, folks, for our official regular season of the Monday-Wednesday Men's Major League Softball here at the Park District of Forest Park. But good news for you, we've still got playoffs. Playoffs? You kidding me? And those start next week right here on Wednesday. So we'll be live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Adam Cumby. I'll be here with all your action. Make sure to check out the schedule over at quickscores.com/Forest Park. And stay tuned to @PDOFP on Facebook next Wednesday for our broadcast announcement. So I want to thank everyone for joining us, whether you were with us for one or for both. It's a beautiful Wednesday evening. Everyone, make sure you have yourselves a great night. We'll be back with you 1 week from today.